Hello everyone, I'm Raphael Parry and welcome back for some more Kingdom Come Deliverance, possibly with less frustration and swearing this time. So, Henry has managed to make it through safely to Talmberg, where he turned up with the nicest sword in the entire kingdom, quite possibly, and it wasn't immediately confiscated from him. You know, the guards didn't say, "Oh, that's a nice sword you've got there, peasant. Did you steal it?" And he'd say no. They'd say, "Does it belong to you?" "Well, not exactly, so you stole it then." And yeah, that hasn't happened yet. So he's lucky. Let's see how things play out. This is going to be some kind of story of being from rags to riches, because obviously Henry isn't much to start out with, but it's going to be more like rags to shreds and patches if this poor tunic of his is anything to go by. But for now, Henry is wounded. He's very, very tired and hungry. He's really tired and hungry. So, somewhere here there's a bed for him. Is there any sort of nourishment? Current object. I already talked to him. Oh well. I'll try talking again then. Sorry, sir. I just... Oh. That's some kind of chest, but...
You're that lad from Skalitz. What in heaven's name happened there?
What are you up to here? Get out of here or I'll call the guards on you.
Hey, this was supposed to be my private area.
Are you deaf?
Oh God. I'd better get out now.
I'm sorry, but it's too hard for me to talk about.
I understand. It must have been terrible. Why don't you go and get yourself some rest?
Well, because this man is telling me to bugger off.
You've no business here. Clear off.
Hey.
Come on.
Oh.
Are you looking for me?
Can I... Sir, can I...
What the hell are you doing?
Can I talk to you, sir? At all?
The hell?
Before I pass out from fatigue and exhaustion?
No sign of anyone. God knows what it was. Clear off before I
Oh,
have
you're
to
in
go out.
a private area. Okay. Oh, you're Sir Robert. I thought... Well, I'll talk to you then.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes. I can't understand why he'd waste his talent, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
Oh, I'm sure he had a very good reason. Like
Be a
wanting
bit
to not
more
get
care-
killed.
Ah!
What is it, woman? I'm just trying to... What on earth?
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojana here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul, after everything he's been through? He must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And here's
Hey.
the wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, my lady.
Wow.
Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes.
You do me great honour, my lady.
May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
I like that nice little scene. It was very touching. Very human. Apparently Sir Robard is Sir Robard.
What in heaven's name happened there?
Right. Where? So some lentils, bread roll,
I'm not good enough for this.
some roast duck. Where's that wine? Well, double clicking did work in the past. Okay, nourishment is at 9. That's terrible. $35. Oh shit! That's what I was afraid of. I mean, it's not like I'm going to get any more of these anytime soon. See, press and hold is bad for just that reason. Blimey, how much of a... Hey, come on, let's get that apple as well. And a bit of cheese. Alcohol isn't even
I have to
available.
get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Overindulge, yeah. Alright. .91's quite good. Conspicuousness 73, that's not so good. Probably because of all his injuries, which seems to be treated and bandaged. Let's see, what's this? Drunkenness. I didn't even touch alcohol yet. Oh, the schnapps, of course. Healing. 3 bouts of healing. Interesting. Okay. Health is on 100. Energy is really low. Okay. Yeah, alright. I get the message. He needs to go and sleep. Okay, I can't talk to her. I'll talk to you. Probably not wise in my current condition. Right, let's head back out into the courtyard. Hey. Oh, there's a woman. She's coming my way. I don't know who she is.
I hear you came from Skalitz today. It must have been terrible there. How did it happen?
What the hell's she looking up at? No, I can't talk to you, milady. Oh wow, he really needs to... Easy. I'm going to check my map, because this is... So I'm in the courtyard. That looks like bad news. Activity giver. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. That's like MMO levels of badness. Right. It's not going to be here. It's going to be... Oh, okay. His eyes just keep closing.
What is it?
There's got to be another way in. I mean, we know he's exhausted, poor lad. How do I get into this blasted building? I'm not climbing that ladder. Here we go. Alright. Now, I'm not a fool. I know what the guards say. If you're tired, your stamina eloquence will... Yeah, sleep is a solution. Find it. Yeah, I'm going to do something very sensible, though. I am going to take these boots off before getting into bed, because it might actually matter. I can't... Wait. E... Oh, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. And sleep. Oh, bless. Right. It's 7 in the evening. We want to sleep a long time. Yeah, till at least 5 in the morning. I mean, I want to go 6, but let's say 5 for now, because he might wake the cock's crow. Uh-oh. Something bad happened. Sleep has been interrupted.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
What is she
My
up
lady,
to?
No, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
And to help him wet the bed.
Thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Now, for all those of you smutty people filthy-minded modern people in the audience there. Just remember, this is a more innocent time, right? She hasn't necessarily come here to get all shagadelic with him, and it's just, I'm going to take it at face value, comfort at what it is. Alright?
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
Hang on. I'm going to be honest here.
A fellow by the name of Kunnish owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunnish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunnish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig.
Oh, I'm just picking a main event to focus on? Well, that's true.
The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. Sigismund's cavalry was composed of Cumans. They're diabolical barbarians from the east, with no regard for the rules of warfare, bloodthirsty cutthroats. The very fact Sigismund has them with him shows what a tyrant he is.
Well, I don't know.
And then death descended on Skalitz.
Oh. I didn't see them kill Bianca. And they did go to the castle.
Was open. The bells and horns sounded the alarm, and the villagers ran to the castle to take cover. They were carrying the few possessions they could grab in haste, and I saw the terror in their eyes.
I can't even imagine how awful it must have been.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle.
And then this demon-possessed horse...
I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
She's idolising him a little bit.
It's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings.
Too damn right.
Faith
You can't just give up.
Not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Oh.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert.
Sudden instead of sudden? Maybe she's not so northern after all.
We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king. and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone, and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years? And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and...
Young and married.
Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
She's taking my food away.
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
They didn't even touch for food. That bandage is gone as well. So she had a slight northern accent, similar to his parents. I wonder if she's from a similar part of the country. Havar Gunnar Hamundason from Jarl Saga.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
But I want to put my boots on, sir. I have a gateway stairs. Well, first I am going to put my boots on. Because I can. So, lots of improvement in abilities. It's gone up to a 3. So strength going up to 2 got me a perk. Vitality starting at 2 and speech starting at 2 didn't get perks. Agility's gone up quite a bit actually. Okay, this is going to be bad news. So, I'm thinking, that nobleman dressed mostly in black is probably heavily involved, some kind of traitor, because he nipped out of town just before the attack came. Either he knew it was coming, or they knew he was leaving. Or, it's a ridiculously convoluted coincidence. Take the torch from the table, there it is. Do I get to light it? I didn't read about keeping the left hand free. Should have done that. It's a weapon? Okay, it's a weapon. Tab doesn't back out because it's not Skyrim. close the door. We must close the door. Don't want anyone sneaking in there while I'm out. Let's bring this torch so that the enemy outside can see me shining in all my glory. There'll be battlements to hide behind, matriculations. Alright.
That's probably why they attacked so quick.
I mean, I'm imagining there's some kind of political motivation behind this. Right, on.
Heed my commands, and all will end well.
Hey, you men down there.
Is this just for
Tell the
steward?
people outside the walls to prepare for attack. Quickly, do you understand?
What am I to do here? Hello? No? Ah. Yeah, what is going on? It's just what I was going to say. What is going on here?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivis sent to Skalitz, the spy on Sigismund, said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spy say?
Not if he was a traitor.
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
This is not going to end well. This doesn't look like refugees.
Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robber?
Surest. What a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir. He is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather.
This is a ploy to get inside and take the castle, isn't it?
The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense, and enough room for all of these people.
Okay, there are refugees.
If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
Uh-oh.
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street.
Oh, God.
I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
Sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Hovel of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people too. These are dark times.
Too damn right they are. I thought he was going to ask for his sword back. It's a miracle I still have it and didn't drop it in the escape, to be honest.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrol. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people, now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything to me at once. Understood?
And this might be a good time to
I need to have a word with you.
end the episode. So I will actually do that now while I still can before I get interrupted there, because these files from this game, the recordings are massive and I have a limited upload speed. So I'll end this one here. I hope you all enjoyed it. Probably a lot more than the last one or two, I'd say that. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye for now and see you soon.